right, man. Let's talk about when women say they want a provider. They really mean they want tricks are for kids. They want a trick, and you know, it's a lot of truth to that, man. They basically repackaged the word provider and they use it as money. You know what I'm saying? I want money. I want provide. I want a dude that can provide. Um, and with a lot of women, they tend to use that type of language on guys they really don't really like. When they find a guy's aesthetically pleasing, they don't really ask him for money. A lot of if they really like him and see a future with him, they're really trying to hide their shortcomings. They're not gonna let you know they broke. A lot of women even hide that they got kids until they feel like they reel a guy in. You know, feel like they reel a guy in and then they pull, oh, I got kids. So my whole thing is, if a woman asks for money off bat or y'all going out, provide. I didn't even talk to women like, and then God said, well, probably a couple months in, then when they feel like they serious, then they want to have certain conversations with you, and it could be as far as some of those conversations can be like, how do you see about splitting the bills when they know it's serious? Or how do you feel about how households should be ran, or when they want something more serious in a relationship off the rip. If a woman is really talking about how much money you make, this, that, and the third, now I can see, you know, if you got a roommate or, you know, you coming off as dusty or broke, or you ain't never at work or whatever. I mean, I guess that's fair. But for the most part, um, if a woman really like you and you come off presentable, they ain't gonna ask you that type of shit. If they feel like you could take care of you could take they feel like if you can that woman that like you could take care of yourself. That's fine. That's it. And they could take care of themselves, and we come together. We more than likely can have a healthy household. Because you got to understand, a lot of these women that's saying trick and provider, a lot of their experience was with guys that they were leading. Like I said in my other video, they literally, y'all be thinking they just going to prison taking care of guys. They're going to homeless shelters and they taking care of homeless guys. What was the movie where Bobby Brown was in it? And he was like homeless, or he was beat up, an old girl, or he was a mechanic or something, and the old girl cleaned him up and upgraded him, and then he spun her and got with other women and started playing her. That's real shit. Women really do that. So once you start kind of looking at it, is when women that's that money thirsty and they money, that mean really a they don't really like you like that or find you attractive like that. So they really trying to just scare you away, or they just trying to use you as a little as a trick. That's it. Or B, they so used to messing with bums that they led the last relationship. They paid for everything in the last relationship. They did everything in the last relationship, so now they looking for a change. So I'm telling y'all, that's why most women either they go to the top of the spectrum or the bottom of the spectrum when it comes to men. Either they going for the high earners or the bums. They don't mess with the guys that's in progress or that working 9 to 5, that got health care, that make enough money to take care of themselves. No, they know with those guys, there's going to be accountability and there's work to be put in. With the really wealthy guy, they got money. He just throwing money, just keeping them preoccupied, and they get to do what they want to do. By having this money, But when you deal with a bum, you control them. Same thing. You got the free will with a wealthy man because he working and getting his bread. He can't really pay attention to you like that. But when you with a bum, he can't really say nothing. You can do whatever you want to do because he need a place to go. He can't survive without you. But those guys in the middle that's building their portfolios, that's going to be the bosses, the CEOs, the guys that's going to be able to retire you, that's a work in progress. And these can be guys that can make 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, all the way up to 500,000 a year, a quarter million a year. It doesn't necessarily a price point, but they gray area guys. They go to work, they building their businesses. They're the guys in the middle that a lot of women overlook. And once they get it in and they make it to the top of the mountain, then they want to meet dudes at the finish line. But the whole thing about it is they want to repackage that word provider as a trick. But in their history, they've never had this great provider. This great provider that paid all their bills, this great provider that paid their car note, this great provider that took care and raised their kids and paid their kids tuition. And they never had that. They've had guys that probably did it here and there because they slept with them, because they were selling themselves to get over. Slept with them for some school money and some school clothes. They slept with guys for that. That's just what it boiled down to. But this super simp that come in, any woman that tell you that, they don't like you. Any woman that come in like, hey, talking about you gotta provide, you gotta pay this, that, and the third. She bypassed all the regular stuff. Are y'all compatible? What do you like? You know, um, you know, even stuff as small as what cologne you like, or what you like to do in your spare time, or you know, you stay alone, or you stay by yourself, or you stay with a roommate, or you know what I'm saying? When they really when they really like you, dog, they ask some of those questions, dog. But they getting straight to money, and everything is about money off the rip, and you do this, you do that, and whatever. I mean, I need you to provide this, that, and the third. You got some money for me to get to the date. You paying for my Lyft, you paying for my Uber, and all that type of stuff. Come on, man. You know what it is. Woman come at you like that, just say, okay, you selling the box. How much for the box? You might as well just come out and say that. Why beat around the bush? Because somewhere in that history, a guy they ain't never had that guy. Somewhere in that history, a guy ain't did nothing to get that. And he had a fresher version of what you trying to get right now, more than likely. They ain't have to do nothing to get that. Think about that for a minute. Had to do nothing to get that. Had to spend nothing. They had to be 6-figure, two-figure, 2 cents, nothing. So those are just shaming languages. When they find a guy they really like, they ain't pressing them for money like that. They find value in this guy, where he got potential, he good looking, he tall, whatever they look for. He short or he my type. They ain't trying to fuck that up. They ain't trying to mess that up. They trying to get into, they trying to fit into his life. They trying to be the one. But if they don't like you that much, they gonna start hitting you with that provider. Or, can you send me this? Can you send me that? They don't like you like that. A lot of these dudes don't even be knowing that when you first meet a woman, her asking you for money or saying what you should or shouldn't do, what you should or shouldn't pay for, that's a big red flag. They let you know right then and there, she's not interested. She's not. She's not. Women that's interested in you, you know, they trying to see if you compatible. They trying to see if, are you a good partner, or are you gonna protect me? Is you somebody I would want to bring home to my family? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, but they ask for money off rip, just ask for the box. But most of these women wouldn't even dare, bro. Most of them women won't even dare. And the women that can do for themselves and take care of themselves, or they living with somebody, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trip. They wouldn't dare. These are the women who saying all this. These are the women who never had them type of dudes in their life, who never looked that way. Never looked that way. That way. Never. Because if they had that guy, why lose that guy? Real talk. So when you start hearing provider and he just saying a trick, any woman start talking money in the beginning, like when you first meet her, it's about money. They'll let you know already. Women who got money, they ain't even tripping about that. That whole thing is, can you take care of yourself and maintain your lifestyle? That's it. And if you can, we can come together and build something great. That's one thing financially a woman really thinking about. They thinking, if you can take care of yourself, I could take care of myself. Guess what? Bam. Bam. She might ask you to borrow a few dollars here and there. That's it. That's it. You might have to force her to take money. That's it. And if you need something, she got you. Ain't no issue. But some dudes are so used to dealing with. I had a chick that just wanted to pay for everything. I was like, nah, I couldn't. I was like, nah, I gotta pay for something. I ain't no little bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I pretty much had to say, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget the real channels inside the Patreon. Thumbs up the video, share the video. The Patreon's on the link in the description. But yeah, when they start talking money, as soon as you meet them, then you might as well just ask how much the box is. Even if you don't want the box, that get her out the way. Stop beating around the bush. Be direct with these women. So peace.